like, yep, it ain't for you because you didn't get it. That's true. You didn't get it because you didn't work for it, because you didn't want it. Some people put a timeline on working. You can't, man. You just got to do what you got to do. What you feel in here is right. But sometimes, you know, people think with this. A lot of people are emotional thinkers as well. And those are the people who get in more trouble. Emotional thinkers get in a lot of trouble because they make all their decisions based off emotions. They fickle. You know what I'm saying? They switch with the weather. So, you know, you just gotta be mindful of these things. And literally, when you decide to be in a relationship, you gotta weigh in all options. All options. Now, if you guys are two single people, don't have kids, it makes it a little bit easier to decide some things. Now, if you got kids, it's not easy as you think. See what I'm saying? Because now, even the things that you might not like, don't want, it's not just for you now, it's for the kids too. And if you choose to sell yourself and you choose to be around things that you wouldn't want to be around, or that's probably not good for you, then guess what? Probably not good for them. See what I'm saying? So there's a lot to go in relationships, because you can't just think about you. You got to think about your kids. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Let's say you got a weak one of these. Mine. I don't smoke. You smoke in the house, in the car, around kids, whatever the case may be. But I don't want to be by myself, and I could touch you, I could feel you, I can cuddle. So I'm going to put up with it. Mind you, I'm going to put up with it. I'm going to put up with it. So what, you going to make them put up with it too? Come on, people. Man, I don't be just talking just to be talking, man. Some people don't think like that. I'm going to put up with this for my happiness. What about them? Oh, okay. All right. This dude or this chick. Okay. I know they care, but they don't gonna care, and they might pop me in the head every now and then, or be cussing and screaming and this all the time. But I can put up with it long as I got him or her. I'm good. They just got mad, and I made them mad, and I shouldn't say this no more. And yeah, I put too many peas on his plate or her plate, and just don't do it no more. But what are you teaching them? They got to see it. You see what I'm saying? You have to think about you and your children. Right? Let's do this. You don't smoke. You don't drink. I'm just using stuff, and I'm not being biased. That's why I'm just saying stuff. So don't smoke, don't drink, don't club, don't party. Right? But this man or woman that you end up dating does it all. It's one thing for an adult to say, I'll put up with it. I can deal with it. Even though we know you probably don't want to deal with it. You just doing it because you just got weak one of those. But are we going to make them deal with it? Are we going to make them see that? Because they're a reflection of you. What they see you do, they going to do. They going to think it's okay. On rare occasion, you can get it to where you be like, no, I hate them. I don't like them. They always made me deal with this and see that. And then they get older, they resent you for it. It's not a win-win when you lead them out of it. Then it's not a win-win if you make them deal with what you say you willing to put up with. Because they shouldn't have to. These are kids. You see what I'm saying? So what it is you got to find yourself. Then you got people who do this. I tell you another thing about relationships. If you separate things, whereas, okay, well, you know what? I'll just go over here, this person's house, and I'll be with them all the time, and then my kids will just be over there. What are you doing? So some people try to hold on to what's not for them, what's not good for them or their family. They'll try to hold on to that by splitting things up. But what are you gonna split it up forever? Then how's this relationship gonna work? How's a relationship gonna work? Now guess what? That's a two-sided coin, because guess what? You either separate it to protect them, or you bring them in to deal with things that they shouldn't have to. Guess what that tells any sane person? Simple. This is not for me. This is not for us. But they'll try to find a way to finesse it, as people say, to try to make it work so they can hold on to this. It's okay to say this is not for me. You could say, oh, you a cool person. What people do don't make them bad, but we have a right to be happy and to be free of things that we don't want to be part of. And just because you find a reason to stay with somebody that's doing things that probably shouldn't affect them, bump that, or me, because I don't want to smell no cigarette smoke. It's not cool. So you got to ask yourself sometimes, stop selling yourself, because guess what? If you got children, you're not only selling yourself, you're selling your kids. I'm a firm believer in not making my kids suffer or deal with things because I make a choice to do something. No, we are not perfect. We are not perfect. We've all made mistakes, but you got to learn from them. I'm almost 40, y'all. I don't look it, but I'm almost 40. And I'd be ashamed if I was still doing the same things I was doing when I was 16, 25, 32. You understand what I'm saying? Hell, even 35, some things, if I was still doing it. The thing between that whole lifespan, there were things that I just absolutely wouldn't do. You see what I'm saying? It comes a point to where something knocks you and you be like, yeah, I can't do that no more. Bump that. I might wiggle that, even though you shouldn't. But we human, we listen, we make mistakes. But I feel like some mistakes can be avoided if you start choosing to make the right decisions for the people that surround you and that you care about. Because I care more about my children than I do me or you. They didn't ask to be brought into this world. I brought them in this world. We brought them in this world. It's our job to protect our children. See what I'm saying? So if what I got going on and you got going on don't align with their upbringing, then we can't do this. Nothing against you. Nothing against the situation. To each his own. No judgments. But it's not for me. It's not for us. See what I'm saying? You know, so that's some of the things, like I said, this video, you know, stop selling yourself. Stop selling yourself short. Stop jumping into things. Stop doing things you don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? Stop. You hurting everybody else. You got people out here that's in relationships, but they ain't got no relationship with their kids. How that work? And you know, there's different scenarios to everything, but I'm just gonna say, I'm appalled. That's crazy to me. You got relationships with everything out here under the sun than with your kids.